in before the ones. All right. What's up, chat? Yo. Happy Tuesday. How's everyone doing today? Zixium, what's up? Thank you for the 5 months. Welcome back. How we doing, chat? What's up, Stamp? How are the mods today? How's your Tuesday? My Tuesday's been good. A productive day. Woke up very early. Did some work. Recorded another short for socials. Another one of those minor arrangements. So that should be out at some point this week. And here I am streaming, chat. Message on the screen. What are you talking about? The mods have lost their minds. Yo, what's up? Squawking bird. Yo. The shirt getting tighter. Now I'm washing it with hotter water to make people think that I'm getting stronger. How are we almost at a hype train? I feel like it's only a matter of time before we get that level 10 where somehow I have to try to put on both costumes at the same time. Oh, thanks to Laura, we got a hype train. Let's get it, chat. Throw some songs in. Chat, I gotta get the propeller hat. I didn't think we were gonna get a level 5 hype train. Hang on a second. Helicopter. Hey, Teeny Heels, what's up? Viking Matt. How we doing, chat? Thank you so much for the hype train. Level freaking 5 out of nowhere. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that medley. There were some cool ones in there. What's up, James? How you doing? Thank you for the 25 months. My goodness. Love how wonderfully you capture every live learned music. I know you say music theory is the main reason, but you are a god at applying all those concepts to reality like no other. You're simply the best. Thank you, James. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. I think a lot of it, one thing that really helps, just that came to mind, is taking one concept and trying to apply it to a bunch of improv and songs that you're learning. So if you're working on, like, I don't know, Alberti bass or something like that, taking that concept and just grinding it, you know, putting it into a bunch of songs, improv, original compositions, and getting really, really familiar with that, so that it becomes such a second nature tool that when you're learning something by ear, you can include it in the arrangement. Things like that really help. Almighty Bones, thank you for the 14. Can't stay for too long, but wanted to pop in and say hi. Yo, you like the hat? Thank you. I saw your Don't Touch My Clogs request, but I can't remember how that goes off the top of my head. We did a bunch yesterday, and that melody is escaping me for some reason. Especially in the midst of the medley. Yeah, there was supposed to be a new video on the main channel last weekend, but I had to push it to hopefully this upcoming weekend. Just something that came up that was outside of my control with the sponsor. So we had to push it. But should be out this upcoming Saturday as well, so I appreciate the patience. Do you feel more and more like you've accidentally, that you'll accidentally take off in flight the more days you wear that hat? I do feel like that. Yeah. We've done that before, James. Actually, we've done a loop before with just my pinkies. I think that's on the highlights channel, if I remember correctly. Yo, Fast Marco, what up? Welcome. Thank you for the 3 months. And Tibanks, thank you for the 2 months. Yo, hello from France. Hello. I totally forgot about that. Chat, I have a new original composition coming out soon. Yeah, it is. Good call, Hugo. Let's go. Also, really quickly, chat, thank you so much to everyone who participated in that hype train and making me wear this ridiculous hat yet again. But I'd take this hat over a double costume for sure. Stamp, thank you for the 28 months, man. Joking around, I appreciate the 17. Laura, thanks for 100 bits. Boonster with 100 bits. Hounded Soul gifting a sub. Zixium with 500 bits. Holy crap. Chem Janet, was it Ken Janet with 300 bits? Lukey Baller gifting a sub. Viking Matt with the 5 gifted. Hugo with 5,000 bits. Zugaluger. Hugo, thank you for the 5,000 bits, by the way. That's absurd. You, my friend, have just paid for my Chipotle tonight. I might actually do that after the gym. Zugaluger, thank you for the 100 bits. JF with the 88 bits, very clever. Love that, thank you. Denise, thanks for the 2 gifted. James, thanks again for the 25. And I believe we are caught up. Thank you, everyone. What if I build you a motorized hat that spins faster the higher the hype train goes? How would that work? How would that... Would that be like connected to Twitch somehow? I think that would be hysterical. If we get to level 50, I fly to the moon. A teaser for the new original? Yes, I was actually hoping I could outsource some help. Fly me to the moon as the propeller is spinning. Somebody have to do an edit of that. Chat, remember Echoes of the Heart? Some of you were here for that stream, but you actually all helped me name that. So I have another composition that is just about worked up. I'm gonna play some of it for you because I was hoping that maybe together we could work on a name, a title for the composition. It's really fun. It's in G major / E minor, and it's in 5/8, which is really fun. So I was gonna play some of it, and maybe we could do whatever this is. Hey, Dave, how you doing? Okay, so I'm just going to play some of it, but just so you can get the vibe. It goes a little something like this. So that's some of it. And then it goes into this little part that's like. What are your thoughts? Cheese tickle. Okay, done. Locking it in, chat. Cheese tickle. Cromulent crumbs. Oh, thank you. A woo! I appreciate that. It's so fun to play. Kind of tricky because of the time signature, but really cool. Not going to do any bids today, Force Ghost Marty. I don't believe so. So cool. Yo, we got Bass Boosted Duck in the chat. What up? Found your stream from the Viva La Vida Cat remix. Amazing music. Keep it up. Thanks for being here. Yo, welcome, welcome, welcome. Space vibes, huh? Interesting. I really wasn't getting that myself, but music is subjective, you know? Just been listening to some cool retro game music today. Nice, nice, nice. Edge of Tomorrow, Lost in Space, Dance Vibes, Space Trance. Didn't I keep a note of some other really good names when we were working on this? I feel like I did. What if I type in names? What comes up there? What is this? Was it composition? Could have sworn I had a note for when we were doing this. Huh, can't remember. Well, let's see. What do we have? What do we have in there? It was Echoes. That should be in here somewhere. Let's see. What were the other names? Anybody remember? I could have sworn I made a note with some other really good names for the last time when we were naming Echoes of the Heart. Was it like Eternity, I think? Huh. I really thought I had a note for that, man. Oh well. Oh well. Eternal Echoes. Yeah, that's what it was. Thank you, Parm. I literally know, I know that I wrote that down. Huh. Oh. Oh well. Anyways, Ribbons of Truth. I'll play some of it again so you can hear. It's been stuck in my head for like 3 days, man. The push and pull is so... That's really interesting, yeah, because I guess the uneven 5/8, you know, I could see that. Very interesting. Managed to video my daughter singing Baby Shark. Oh no. Prepare for it to go viral, Ghost Marty. Castaway, Driftwood, that's pretty cool. Get Lucky from Daft Punks. Huh, I don't hear that in there. Tides, coming to shore in a full moon. I could see that. Something with tides. Something related to that. Fall, autumn, starlit twilight, weaving rhymes through the mist. Evermotion, that's pretty cool. Well, I'm going to make a note. I'm writing down a note, chat. Actually, this time. Let's see. E minor. Oops. E minor. Yeah, E minor. Evermotion's kind of cool. What was the other one? What were some of the other ones that I really liked? Feel free to throw them in chat again if I missed it. Oh, thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm excited for you guys to hear the whole thing. What's the hardest time signature? That's tough to say. I think 5/8 is a tricky one. Also some of the, you know, the crazy ones like 15/16, but that's pretty rare. I think 7/8 can be sort of tough. 5/8 is pretty tricky in its own way, I feel. Open windows. Let's see. I'll just write down some of these and then we'll go through them together. Or maybe, Mods, can you make a list of some of these? Oh, good call, Woody. I forgot, these are the ones from last time. Yeah! Dude, how did you find that? Woody, how did you find that, Sapphire Skies? I wonder if any of these titles could be applied to this vibe. Radiant Reflections, Eternal Echoes. We don't need that one. Threads of Time. That was a pretty cool one. Voyage of Dreams. Riptide, Ripples, Reminiscence. I'm very behind on chat, so give me a sec. Star Motion, Locomotion. Have a good night, Leland. Starts off melancholy, but gets more hopeful. That's true. That's true. 11/8. That is a really hard one, JF. 13/8. I don't think I've ever played or written anything in 13/8. I really love 7/8 and 5/8. Let's see. Star Motion, O Motion, Sapphire Waves, Baking a Cake in Alabama. Done. Matatus, thank you for the raid. Falling Stars. Dusty Movement. Night Lilo. Oh. I thought that was the composition title. Night Lilo. Done. Drifting Plains. That's pretty cool. Something with drifting's kind of cool. Drifting. I know we had Driftwood. Drifting Plains. Let's see. Bumblebee Tuna. That's really funny. All right, if you're here from the raid or you're just tuning in, we are currently working together to name an upcoming composition of mine that will be on Spotify and all the streaming platforms, sheet music, and all that stuff. I'll play some of it one more time just so y'all can hear it if you're just tuning in. Some of the names we have so far that I wrote down: Evermotion, which is pretty cool, Sapphire Skies, Threads of Time, Drifting Plains, to name a few. do you think? What you thinking? I've been playing piano for 44 minutes today. Ribbons of Time. Enduring Hope. Dun, 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 dun. Incandescent. What does that mean again? Bubbling Stream. Coastal Embrace. Write some of these down. Coastal Embrace. Unbound Infinity. Oops. Unbound Infantry. Driftarium? Is that a word? I've never seen that word. Driftarium? Is that what it is? That's not a word, right? That's kind of cool. I kind of like that one. Space Pirates. Man, you guys are good. Thought Drift. All right, we're going to go through these together. Emerald Waves, Turquoise Riptide. What's Italian for driftwood? Driftwood. That's my Italian accent. Isn't that great? No, I'm kidding. It's just not Italian at all. wait, hang on. Sorry, Ben. Oh god, I'm so behind on chat. Hang on. Chicken dinner? I'll write that one down. Galactic Twizzles? Is that a word? Driftarity? Let's see. Drifting. Yeah, drift is cool. I can't do accents. Tash, never watched your streams before, but your videos inspired me to start learning how to play. Yo, let's go. That's awesome. I'm so thrilled to hear that. Let me put on some background music while we continue to discuss. We have a bunch of names here. Some of them are pretty cool. Times of Drift. I'll probably like avoid there are certain ones that are just very generic, like, you know, Lost in Time. Things like that I'll probably avoid. Oh, we got some cool ones. There's, let's see, Sapphire Sky. That was the one from last composition. And Threads of Time. Evermotion. I do like that a lot, Evermotion. It's cool. Drifting Plains or something with drifting. Coastal Embrace. Unbound Infinity. Driftarium. I really like Evermotion. That one's nice because it's abstract enough for people to kind of develop their own imagery of the piece instead of being like, you know, telling people exactly what to think or what to try to conjure up in their theater of their imagination, you know? Yo, what's up, JJ? Yo. Lost in Time. I really like Evermotion, yeah. That might be the winner, man. Who came up with that? Mods? Driftarium is cool. That's the other. Those are, I think, my two favorites. I have those in bold in my notes. Good job, chat. Fuzznuts, mods. Permaban. I think, honestly, I'm happy with both of those. I think we're good. Evermotion, Driftarium. All right, I'll have to do some thinking, but chat. Really dumb. Mods, can we run a poll for Evermotion and Driftarium? Or Arium? Is it Driftarium? How would you pronounce that, chat? Like Driftarium? No. I did get a new phone case, Woody. Driftarium. Okay. Got it. Air. Yeah, I think you're right. Okay. Driftarium. I think it's going to be between those two, chat. Maybe we can run a poll, see what y'all are thinking between those two. Yeah, Evermotion. I really like that a lot, man. That's so good. How do you come up with a song in this measure? Jay, I had the idea. I think my original idea one night was just, I was just playing with these chords. And I was like, oh, I wonder how I could make that into like a cool time signature that doesn't really get a lot of love. And so I started just coming up with thinking about that pattern. So it's the same pattern here, but it's kind of, it's weird because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, filling in all of the rhythms that aren't being played by the right hand. So. Yeah. So that's kind of the deal there. Yeah, nothing crazy with the chords, but you don't really need crazy chords a lot of times, you know? It's not really about that, I suppose, in many cases. It's what you do with them. But yeah, it was definitely tricky to think about when I'm playing it, because there's some parts that are weird, like what was it? So just playing it really slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really cool. Sounds good, Mr. James. Do you have an inspiration before every song, or do you have like I usually have composing sessions, but sometimes I'll hear something and get inspired from it. Just sort of depends. Boom, 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 boom. Do, 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 do. Yeah, it's definitely has some Ludovico vibes in the sense that it's basically 4 chords that has a build-up, you know, which is very on par with what Ludovico does. But that's kind of the idea behind the piece. It's pretty standard chords, really beautiful chords. But, you know, having a fun melody and it's definitely an emotional piece. And also, like, it's a constant motion, you know, very awesome. I do write a lot of music like that, where there's a constant rhythm going. Same thing with Echoes of the Heart. But yeah, it's fun that it's in 5/8. Chord progression, it's A minor, C major 7, G major, D major first inversion, and then same thing, A minor, C major 7, E minor, D major. This one easier? I don't know. It's kind of, it's not really that difficult. I guess the hardest thing is just the time signature, you know? Bringing out the melody of a 5/8 pattern. This is a pretty hard pattern. Yeah, that one took a little while. But aside from that, it's not too bad. I don't really listen to Inaldi. I don't know how to pronounce it. I've never heard anybody actually say his name. But Ludovico, I'm not really sure. Yo, Swift, what's up? Welcome in. Yeah, the hardest thing is the title, right? JJ, thank you for the tier 1, man. I appreciate that. The middle section of Echoes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty tough spot. Oh, got it. But anyway, chat, I really appreciate the help. Thank you so much. I hadn't really tried to come up with a name because I figured we had a lot of fun doing Echoes of the Heart, and it's cool to get you all involved. It really is. So I appreciate it. I think we're gonna go with Evermotion. So Evermotion is something that I'm just polishing up and will record and get sheet music on the website. So I'm gonna try to get it done by this weekend. That would be the optimal time frame for me because I'm leaving next week. I'll be out of town next week. So it would be in my best interest to finish it up like in the next 2 days. I just gotta practice it more because there's like another hard section at the end, and then I can just blow through the notation, get that up. slow part. The yeah, it's a really cool name. Oh, you're learning Gray right now. Let's go. That's a really fun one too. I like that. My one of my pianos isn't loading for some reason. It's always something. It might actually not be out by this weekend because there's a couple other things I have to do for it. But anyways, thank you, chat. Super helpful. What's up, Nomnem? Fire Chip, thank you for the 16 months. Appreciate that. Matt says, thank you for the 24 months. By the way, I think you get a new badge. Sorry I missed that. Thank you so much. You ever play in public pianos? I don't film, but sometimes if I see a piano in public, I will play. Yo, thank you for the 500 bits, Swift. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Is Grandma not on the song list? Any tips on working multi-octave arpeggios? I have a hard time doing them in both directions. Multi-octave arpeggios. I think a lot of the trick is in the thumb, having thumb dexterity and being relaxed with your wrist. You know, so for an example, the idea is you want to, your thumb does a lot of your thumb is basically working in tandem with your wrist to create a smooth motion. And a good way to practice arpeggios is without pedal, because you want to try to get a very connected sound without pedal, like this. As opposed to, you know, you'll hear that sometimes if you try to play arpeggios fast, it'll kind of sound like, right? There's like accents, and it's not really connected. So you want to slow it down a lot and really think about, I wish I had an overhead. So when I teach students, I don't know why this isn't focusing. Good rule of thumb, no pun intended, is if you're doing an arpeggio, you want to start, like say you're playing a C major. So you're going to play G, C, and E. And then you have to cross with your thumb under for G. A lot of times what students will do in the beginning is they'll play these 3 notes and keep their thumb here. And then now you have to get your thumb from here all the way up to here immediately, which is impossible. So you have to kind of whip it around, which makes that accent. So what you can do is play the G. As soon as you play the C, immediately start bringing your thumb under towards the G. Like this. And now, by the time you get done playing E, your thumb is already there. So kind of like that. As opposed to, this is what I would recommend not doing. Right, so basically it's like, as you're hitting this note, your thumb is underneath that note. As you're hitting the E, your thumb is underneath the E. Like that. So your thumb is always kind of moving. Make sense? So that can be really, really helpful to, and it's also, you know, being a little bit loose with your wrist too. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Doom, 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 doom. On the way down, it's similar, but you kind of just have to cross. You can't really do the same thing because it's a different motion. But one thing I do, and I don't need this camera to be here for this. I always think of arpeggios when you're going up, you're kind of moving your wrist like you ever like draw waves? It's like this sort of half circle motion on the way up with your wrist. I'll exaggerate it so you can see. And then on the way down, it's like the opposite. It's like this motion with your wrist. A lot of it's more of a mental thing, but it helps kind of glue the arpeggios together. Same thing with like if you're doing these types of arpeggios. See, my wrist is like really kind of doing this motion. So yeah, hopefully that helps. Chords with black keys like B major, harder to do this for? Let's see. No, it's the same kind of thing, really. Depends on which inversion you're doing. The bigger the distance. So like root position C major is tough because it's a long distance for you to travel with your thumb. It's a fourth instead of a third. So root position chords are generally a little more difficult to sound smoother than first or second inversion. How long did it take you to get it that smooth? I'm not really sure. Probably a lot of years. A lot of years of practicing it. So the other trick is, and it's not really a trick, it's just practicing it really, really brutally slow. Slow it down to the tempo where you can do it. You know? Even if, like, when I practice scales and arpeggios, I remember when I first started, when I was taking lessons, my teacher would really have me play it like... First try. Because I do a variation on arpeggios where you do like a contrary motion. So yeah, just brutally slow, man. And no pedal. Don't you dare use that pedal when you're practicing arpeggios. Just change the fingering if you're starting on root for C major, so your index is on C. I would keep your thumb on C if you're doing root position. You can do that. I see what you're saying. But it's good to start with thumb because you wanna get that stretch down. But that is a good question. Because there are some chords in which you do that, like when you're playing like E flat, for example, because generally you don't want to have your thumb on black keys when you're doing scales and arpeggios. So you would do something like that. You would start an E flat major arpeggio with 3 instead of 1. Or 4, rather. As opposed to trying to do that. I did take piano lessons for a very long time. No pedal because you won't be able to hear your mistakes. You won't be able to hear if you're not connecting it with pedal. Because this sounds smooth. Ready? Right, that sounds really even. But if I take away the pedal, I'm really doing... So you can't really hear how you're actually playing it if you drown it out in pedal. So take away the pedal so you can... It puts you in a very vulnerable spot because you can hear everything. And that way, when you add a little bit of pedal, it'll actually sound very beautiful and not like... You know, it's hard to hear with the pedal, but that's just what I would recommend. Never using pedal when you're like seriously practicing like that for trying to get an even sound. Yeah, the notes would ring. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because you really want to be able to hear that connect. The idea is you want to try to not be able to hear the point in which your thumb crosses. So like this, you can kind of hear if I'm crossing, right? This took me a really long time to iron out, but for the longest time when I was doing C major arpeggios, it would be... I couldn't get it connected and I was always accenting the C. So it's really, really slowing it down and getting that, and your thumb will stretch out over time. It's not something like, oh, just stretch out your thumb, idiot, and then like the next day you have these like blazing arpeggios. You know, so it could take a really long time. But practice, like every day. D minor add 9, it's a beautiful chord. All right, that is our music theory lesson of the day, chat. I guess it's more piano technique stuff. How long did you take piano lessons? Gosh, like nine years, I think. Something like that. Invent a new chord. Never been played. There you go. Yes, the Hart School, when I was a student there at least, it was, well, you only had to take and depending on your major, you only had to take private lessons for an instrument for 2 years. So we had to do that as a composition major. We had to have an instrument, and we were required to take private composition lessons for all 4 years, have composition juries every year, and have the first 2 years we had to have an instrument and take private lessons with a jury for that as well. But I really wanted to keep doing piano lessons all 4 years, so I did. I was able to basically pull some strings and take lessons for all 4 years, just as a performance major would do. But I didn't technically get that degree because I didn't want to stay for 5 years for the double major. So I kind of just compacted it into 4 for the most part. Pulled strings. Asfla 69, thank you for the prime. Appreciate that. Oh, the juries, dude, the juries were they were tough. It was because we had so many. You know, it'd be like 1 week at the end where you have, because for the most of the semesters we were taking, we had to take like 20 credits at least. It was like 20 to 21 credits. So when finals week would roll around, we have all these exams, all these finals, and 2 juries stacked on top of each other. And the composition juries were brutal because we had to write music throughout the semester, and also it was our responsibility, of course, to find performers at the school to perform the compositions live. It was our responsibility to book the venue, like to book the auditorium at the school, promote it. It was wild. It was wild, but really fun. Oh, you're a performance major? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I wanted to graduate with my friends, even though there were only 3 of us in the composition in my class who graduated. We started with 8, but then by the end, there was 3 of us. Well, we don't want to time you out, Kuso. Ban Frank Tedesco games. We got to do that Super Mario Sunshine stream. Got to finish that, you know? Hey, what's up, Laura? But anyways, yeah, the juries were great. Very, very rewarding. And it really, that was one of the best parts about the stress from that week is you really got to push ourselves. We got to push ourselves and see how far, how much work we could actually do. Which is great. I think that's a really good thing to do when you're young is like work as hard as you possibly can, push your limits so you can see what you're actually capable of, and then you pull it back so that it's sustainable and all that. Stamp, thank you for gifting a sub to me. To little old me. Appreciate that. Too kind, my friend. Makes me appreciate the music even more. So much more to it than a layman knows. I will now listen to BG Adair's music differently than before. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure this thing out too, to be honest. Yeah, Sunshine is a great game. Only 3. Did the other become business majors? No, well, just various things happened. You know, a few of them dropped out. One of them, I think, switched majors. One of them went to a different school, and one of them was a double major. So, and it was also, you know, it was a really tough program for sure. But there are circumstances, different circumstances for some of the others. But yeah, it was me, Zach, and our friend Ben. Some of you know who Zach is from the Duet channel. Oh, I didn't do any ads yet. No, I gotta do that. Thank you. And the career outlook is, well, that's the funny thing, Jordan, is at least with my school, I loved my school, but it was all craft based, like all craft based. So there was no help or aid in trying to lock down any sort of a job afterwards. It was like you were sort of in this bubble of just getting as good as you can at whatever it is you're doing, whether it's composition, piano. So like, you know, I'm practicing 7 hours a day. We're having 20 credit semesters, but then you graduate and it's just you're back at home and it's just like, okay, now good luck. So that was one thing I think could have been improved in my particular experience at my university. Was it would be nice if they had offered some classes junior, senior year that would help you start to prepare. Give me a tax class, you know, teach me how to do taxes as a business owner, as somebody who's self-employed. Why is that not a thing? Don't know how to do that, but hey, I can build you an Italian 6-chord. I know all about Neapolitan chords. I almost said Neapolitan. Yeah, they don't want us to know how to do taxes. That's the thing, yeah. I have that somewhere, Stamp, the board. Yeah, I mean, I know that there are accountants for that, but it's still good to know generally how that works. Yeah, what's up, okie dokie? Neapolitan ice cream. But overall, it was a wonderful, wonderful experience. And boy, did they teach you craft. That's for dang sure. Yeah, taxes aren't hard until you have multiple independents. Yeah. Yeah, like a math major. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's like, what are you supposed to do as a composition major? Most of the other comp students they kind of go back into the school system to teach, you know? So it was really difficult finding any help to like, hey, I want to compose for media. It's just like, oh, well, and that's also partly because my school was more classical based. It was like more, I don't know, institutional music, more, there was a contemporary vibe. So, um, a lot of the music that I wrote, because I write for the most part diatonic music, it was not, I don't want to say frowned upon, but there was a there was an undertone of Zach and I not being taken as serious because we wrote tonal music, or at least we felt that way. So it was nice to have Zach because it would have been very brutal to be in a program like that alone and not have somebody else who writes music like that. Music and math are very highly correlated. Yeah, I think I did pretty well in math. I don't remember excelling abnormally, but I did. I think I got like an A minus or something, maybe a B plus in most of the class. I was really good at geometry. Geometry is awesome. Yeah, I think it's a good point. Well, we weren't really doing that yet. The costumes. That was more after. We did a couple of duets in college, but we weren't. We didn't lose our minds enough to wear the costumes yet. At that point. Oh yeah, Zach and I keep in touch all the time. He's my best friend. But we live in different states now. Atran, what's up? Yo. Do you force yourself to perform? Well, when I was in college, I wrote some non-diatonic music and like experimental music just to try it out. I mean, that's partly what composing in college is for. You know, you want to stretch beyond your limits, I guess, and what you want to do, what you're comfortable doing. It's like a rubber band, I felt. So I would try some really wacky stuff that was really out there, knowing that it would retract and I could maybe take some of those elements and apply it to the music that I wanted to write, which is exactly what I did. But I tried to have an open mind and write some pretty wacky stuff. And it was fun. I didn't excel. I totally said that on purpose. Oh, your major was what's half math? Does that mean you only have to get half the problem right? I don't know if I've heard of half math. Oh, that's cool, Forked. I didn't know that. Amer Gigolo, what's up? The video where Frank kicked a. That's really funny. Yeah, that was our duet channel. We did some wild stuff on there. My major was computer science, and half of the time. Oh, gotcha. I think I misunderstood. Computer science, but half the time it concentrated in math. I see. You solve the equation, but it doesn't have to be right. Well, that's kind of like this kind of like experimental music, like contemporary music. You have to write music, but it doesn't have to sound good. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I think you're trying to use AI as a tool and not see it as something that could steal your job. I'm not really sure. Right now, I don't really have an interest in using AI for music. Um, I'll definitely use it for stuff like generating YouTube video ideas. I think a concept that could also be fun is use like for content is use AI to generate a song and then I humanize it. I actually like take the song and put my own human flair on it. I feel like that could be a fun thing. Maybe we'll do that on stream. So jazz. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So to be clear, I won't be using it for composition stuff, like writing music, but I'll be using it for, things like I said, YouTube titles, stuff like that. Bum, bum, bum. But yeah, it's a good tool for certain things. I think you gotta. I'll be utilizing it. Bum, 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 dum, Be open. Make sure we see it. Yeah, so we know it's real. Good point. Good point. I've played a bunch of Final Fantasy songs, I feel. But there are some that I don't know any music from. Like some of the early ones and some of the very later ones. Lucillo, what's up? I don't use Ableton at the moment. I use an RC505 loop station. I always ask AI first if I need a new synthesizer. What does it say? Yes. I've seen your cables, Punic. I remembered. I remember that it's Punic. Look at me go. A plus streamer. The answer is always yes. I feel that. I feel that. Using AI to write your wedding speech? That sounds like a great idea. Yeah, AI idea would work well on stream or on YouTube because it's different from what you usually do. I think so too, James. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. I think that'd be fun. I don't know where I need to go to generate a song, but I think that could be fun. I pivoted yesterday, Kuso, and I got to the gym late, so I just stretched. So today is actual leg day. Letting AI do everything isn't using it. Wait, using it, it's giving up. Using it would obviously be saving time on making it produce samples, and you would then use your talent to make blossom the way you want. I feel that. I feel that. I'm just not interested uh, in incorporating AI in my compositional process. But like I said, it's very useful for things that I do, like titles and stuff like that. Favorite classical composer? That's really tough. I don't know. I don't know. I really like Bach and Chopin and Scarlatti. Rachmaninoff. So many. Hey, Senpai, have a good one. Thanks for being here. Schubert? Schubert's okay. I don't listen to a lot of Schubert. Oh, the back keyboard? I don't. This is not a keyboard that I use for stream. That's for a different setup. I just don't need it. I have like a million. It's not useful for what I do here on Twitch. Jesus. Bro. Loudest motorcycle in the Milky Way. Like a pan flute. Hang on, I might have to restart my main stage on my other computer. Let me go do that real quick. Hang on a sec, chat. Be right back. Oh, jeez. Okay. Got that done. The new original. Oh yeah. I'll have that out soon. Do me a favor, Laura. Don't clip that original. I want to try to keep that under wraps until I release it. Aside from the VOD, but I'd appreciate that. All right, I got my I just had to restart main stage because there's always something that doesn't work. But hey, the pedals work today. I got that working. All I had to do was restart my computer. And boom. Who would have thought, you know? Who would have freaking thought? All right. Anyways, back to... Let's write something. Let's write something, chat. Cool sound. Okay, I'm getting inspired. Getting inspired? Oh, the DK, where is that? I had to take that off because I recorded something today. I don't even know where he is. Okay. There we go. Boom. All is right with the universe. Yo, Matt, thank you for the 5,000 bits. Ow. Thank you so much. That is a lot of bits, man. I really appreciate that. Also, Will O'Keys Piano, thank you for the raid 13 minutes ago. I'm so sorry I missed that. I was doing whatever this is. Man, that was cool. These drums, though, man. Also, Hugo, thank you again for the 1,000 bits 22 minutes ago. I appreciate that. I love these drums, man. Sounds like... Couldn't stop thinking of a tennis racket. Yeah, the bass, I know. Nim, so glad you could be here. Enjoy the rest of work. Also, chat, thank you so much. We hit 1,300 subs today, which is a ridiculous amount of subs. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. I think a lot of it's from the hype trains that we've been getting, which is so cool. It allows me to stream more, which is super hype. So I really appreciate that. Don't spend it all on Chipotle. Too late. It's too late. More subs equal more guac. Exactly. Exactly. This has been a fun stream. I had a lot of fun playing that piece for you guys. Evermotion. Look forward to that. That should be done as soon as I can freaking finish it. Gotta go to sleep now. Stamp, thank you for being here. More subs equal more streams equals more Chipotle. That's all true. That is all true. There's no sleep without eat. I agree. All right, chat. I think we are going to wrap up now. We are past the 2-hour mark. Shorter stream today. But I want to thank you all for being here, of course. Of course, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Twas a lot of fun. Thanks for helping me name that piece. Thank you for the level 5 hype train. Lots of cool stuff today. I really appreciate it, everyone. Thank you. We are going to depart. Thank you again for all the support. Hugo, thanks again for the 1,000. And Viking Matt with the 5,000. Also, we had Hugo with the 5,000. So many bits today, guys. Thank you so much. Goodness. Unbelievable. I will try to be live tomorrow again. So please join the Discord so you will be notified when I go live next. Right here. That's the one. With that said, oops. Do want to find somebody to raid, of course, as always. Let's see. Ooh, Office Drummer's on. Joe Violin. I think you recently raided Joe. Let's see. I think we did. Let's raid. Let's raid Office Drummer. Our good buddy, Mr. Drummer. First name Office, last name Drummer. Kendra? I don't know if I know who Kendra is. Is it just Kendra? Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's raid somebody new. Kendra Lissa. Works for me. Awesome, chat. Thank you. Yeah, we are wrapping up stream today, everyone. Thank you. Oh, yeah, the stream deck works today. I just had to turn off my computer. Okay. I rated this person? Ooh. I forgot to follow. Oops. Oh, not long ago? Oh, crap. Really? I don't remember rating this person. Huh. Okay, well, if we just rated them, then we'll go back to Office Drummer. Gotta show my man Office Drummer some support. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, locking it in. Thank you, chat. Appreciate it. Go show Office Drummer some support. Super cool guy. Great stream. Great man. A wonderful human being at that. But I will depart. I gotta get myself some food and then head to the gym. But I will try to be live again tomorrow. We'll probably do some live learns. Off to destroy the legs. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for being here. I'll see you very, very soon. Enjoy the rest of your night. Have some good food. Eat something good. Maybe watch something that you enjoy. I should have the VOD channel updated. Oh, he's getting married. Oh, let's go. Good for him. All right, I should have the VOD channel updated very soon. Maybe even tonight. That might be a little ambitious, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll talk to you all soon. Have a wonderful night. Goodbye.